Okay, welcome for joining us for another edition of Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life. I want to say thank you for joining in on this stream. If you haven't subscribed yet, please be so kind as to subscribe to the Strike First Gaming channel. They are my sponsors and benefactors, and empowering this stream as I deliver retro fighting game content every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I just want to say thank you again for joining us. And I apologize, let me say that, I apologize for last Tuesday for not being on air, as I had some personal business matters to take care of. And now that that is settled, we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Tonight we have a wonderful lineup of games today, and as usual, I do not play games that I do not own from my museum library. So all of these games I have originally bought, of course, back when they first existed at their original market pricing. Now, a lot of these games tend to be much more pricier now that they are extremely out of print. So they can become pricey even on the Japanese online market. If you have questions about that stuff, please feel free to leave your comments in the chat and I will address them as I'm playing these games. So the first game we're going to start off with is the original Dead or Alive. I'll release some information about that very shortly. Then we're going to go on to Gowcaizer. Yes, these are the original PlayStation 1 release games. Saber Marionette J Battle Sabers. For anyone fans of Japanese anime, shoujo Japanese anime, Megumi Hayashibara is known for singing the opening theme, Successful Mission, to Saber Marionette J, and this is the fighting game to the long-running series. More about that later. And then Clamp's anime fighting game known as X. So this was like almost like a 3D style, a mix between 3D and fighting style, very similar to what is that game? Psychic Force. Okay, so let's begin. As you can see, I have my PS3 in the backdrop, and we're going to start. So a little bit about Dead or Alive while this loads. So when this 3D game first came out, of course, it was by Team Ninja and Tecmo. They were competing up against Tekken and Ballerina Toshinden when it mattered, Soul Blade and Virtual Fighter. No, this game did not have any sidestepping yet because it wasn't implemented. That didn't exist. But what they did have was they thought that this would be a shoujo fighting game. Since the majority of the characters in this game is female, that would change with the iteration of Dead or Alive 2. When we get that for Dreamcast, not only is the game totally overhauled, but it looks dramatically better in graphics, in playability, and the entire fighting mechanic just took leaps and bounds ahead of this original game right here. So yes, I'm about to let the opening video play through. And for those who haven't seen the original Dead or Alive, this is what it looks like. Oh, hey, thank you. Sorry, Christian, I'm just seeing your message right now. Thank you for joining in. It's been a while since I've really played some good Dead or Alive. And to be honest, when I first played this game, I didn't start with part 1. I actually started with part 2 because at the time everyone was raving about Dreamcast, and I wanted Dreamcast for Third Strike and for CVS2, but I ended up getting an entire binder of copy games because it was so easy to pirate games for Dreamcast that Dead or Alive 2 is how I even got introduced to the game. So I came super late on the scene with Dead or Alive. The first character that I played with back then was Lei Feng, and I continue to play with Lei Feng to this very day. I hope Emery, I think I said your name right, Emery Rain Falls. I tagged you on Twitter into this because I know you're a big Dead or Alive fan and you're a high-level tournament player, and you play this game immensely, and I've been watching some of your streams in the past. I play the game not as well as you, and not as frequently as you, but I truly, truly love the game and wished that this had a bigger following. Dead or Alive has fluidity of a 3D fighting game that I think is specific to its own. Let's see, we're going to get right into the battle. Okay, yeah, we're going to get right into tournament here. Yes. Let's see. I'm on a roll right now because my thoughts are coming to me very fluidly. So, what Dead or Alive really focuses on is its combat fluidity that is, you can see the movements are a lot more smoother than most other 3D fighting games like Virtual Fighter or even Tekken for that matter. And it's not to say that those games are not smooth. Oh, sure, I'm getting beat up. It's not to say that those fighting games are not smooth. I just believe that Team Ninja and Tecmo had a different visionary, artistic idea in mind when they were implementing how they wanted this martial arts game to flow. Now, what I really do like about DOA is that something that Tekken has, but DOA capitalizes on this, is the parry technique. Maybe I could catch Zach with a parry somewhere. Yep, there we go. See, so there's an actual parry button that I really like about DOA, so you know what you're doing instead of pressing in a directional pressing in a directional direction like Tekken. So yeah, Lei Feng's combos really wouldn't come into play until DOA 2. I mean, like I said, leaps and bounds ahead of everything. They gave her so much stuff in DOA 2. I loved her in this one, but man, when she started wearing the red Chinese dress, or the Qi Hao, which is really what it's called in Chinese, like, she already sold me then. Oh, wait, I did something, and I don't know what I did. Oh, shit. Ooh. It is. Just call Midar. Thank you for joining in for Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Live. Yes, I'm doing my best to make sure that I look over at the comments within a reasonable amount of time so I can respond. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So, yes, DOA is very underrated. And I think a lot of other 3D fighting games can learn from what they're doing, minus all of the fan service. Even in DOA 1, they managed to find a way to put in all this fan service. Like, Lei Feng is staying still, and her boobies are moving like they're entities of their own. And I guess that was the selling point of this game, when the idea was this may be a all-female shoujo fighting game, which for those who love all-female cast fighting games, that is a class of its own in Japanese martial arts gaming. See, look at that. Or, like, even after a backhand spring, nobody's boobies move that much, but that's the selling point of the game. Okay, I'm trying to see if I could do that combo I did before. I'm getting stomped on. She did. There we go. Well, she's already defeated, so. See, like, everything she did right there doesn't call for her chest to move thousands of meters a minute. Oh, yes. Hey, Darkstorm Queen. Thank you. Thank you for sending me your love. Thank you for supporting. I hope you're doing well. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to do that 4-hit combo I did before. Oh yeah, Jan, let me tell you how annoying he was in DOA 2, my god. Like, and he took so much damage. In DOA 2, he just took unnecessary damage. Like that, like one punch to the face. Look at how that jump kick took that much life. I'm glad that was caught on stream. That jump kick took like 45% of my life points, and if I didn't have a lead like what I just had, I probably would have just lost the match. Yeah, I'm trying to see Frederico. Did I say that right? Frederico? Thank you for joining in for Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life. Yeah, he's like that in every game, especially DOA 2. They really like... Oh, wow, that was damn Ginfu. Well, technically, Ginfu is Lei Feng's superior in the world of Kung Fu. So I'm not surprised that... Ooh. 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 Wow, that was smart. That was smart. Like that, you can clearly see that on stream. Like he grabbed her ankle and said no. So I have a special love for Ginfu. He's basically like the Wang Jinrei, like from Tekken of this game. And, you know, for someone like Lei Feng, you know, ooh, 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 he got me. Ooh. Yeah, too bad the sidestep doesn't exist just yet. So so in comparison to the Virtual Fighter scene to DOA. Okay, let me get him at least one round. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. There we go, got him. Okay, so in comparison to the DOA scene to Virtual Fighter, I think they both have large cult scene. I know that Virtual Fighter is a bit, they have more people, only because there are more tournaments for that game than there is Dead or Alive right now, especially since everyone is craving a new Dead or Alive sequel. There we go, Lei Feng. Ah, I got busted. So, Virtual Fighter is more, I believe, is a bit more technical because the movesets, there's so many movesets in VF. More so, and I'm not to say that DOA doesn't have it. There's like almost over 2,000 different combinations you can do in VF. Okay, come on, Lei Feng. Ah! Sorry, I'm trying to play this game and answer the question at the same time. And I'm getting busted. Okay, let's try this again. So thank you guys for your patience as I try to talk and play decent at the same time. It's a little hard when it's a game that you don't play as much. Like this, I don't get to play this as much as I'd like. Like, truly love the game, just don't get to play like that. I'm actually excited for a new Virtual Fighter game, should there be one. I honestly would like another DOA game, because I think they have better guest characters. Oh, I can't seem to get the old man. So yeah, they have better guest characters in DOA. Like Mai, when Mai was, I think, introduced in either 5 or 6. That's something I really was excited about. Ooh. 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 Wow, one hit took me out. Like, and I've in every Fatal Fury game I've always used Mai. Like, and so when they used her as a guest character. There we go. When they used her as a guest character in DOA, man, like, I didn't have to think. I didn't have to think how to use Mai because they gave her everything from Kachosin, which is her fan throw, to Ruinbu, which is her fire spin tail. They even gave her her backflip from King of Fighters 95, which I thought showed the technical the acuity on how they really thought how her 3D version of her, a true 3D version of her, would be in DOA. Now, what I will say in comparison, damn, I can't beat the old man. What I will say in comparison to another 3D fighting game that most people don't talk about, which is King of Fighters Maximum Impact. There we go. Come on. Come on, Lei Feng. We can get Ginfu. There we go. Finally. Okay, so I have all 3 games of Maximum Impact, which at some point I'm going to run those classic fighting games on this system as well. So we're talking about Maximum Impact 1, Maximum Impact 2, and Maximum Impact Regulation A. Why do I feel Mai plays better in DOA than she did in her own 3D game of King of Fighters Maximum Impact? And mind you, she's in every game. She's in every 3D iteration. Wow, I really got busted there. She was so much better in DOA than she was in her own KOF game. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I'm using a lot of mental muscles here. Okay, she like ran. Got you. Yeah, Akira, back to Akira Yuki from Virtual Fighter. I think he's probably the most difficult Shoto character to use in a Shoto game. In any martial arts game for that matter. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That was like one combo took that much energy. Okay, I gotta figure out what the responses are. That's right. I forgot she had that. They still gave her that. That's right. They still gave her that jump kick, but she has a 3. She could hit you 3 times in DOA too. That's right. They gave her an extra kick. Ooh, look at how that combo just said, bam. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I missed the sidestep. Too bad, like I said, sidestep was a saving grace in DOA 2. Oh. Whoa. And mind you, this is PS1. Yes, DOA 1 did have a weight class. It did have a weight class. Like, and that's just one combo. So I just got hit one time and I got over 50% of my life taken away from me. But then again, you know, Lei Feng is a small Chinese girl, so of course, someone of his caliber, like, one punch can be like, in real life, this is supposed to be like real life, so, and wow, like, I did one back step, and that's what I get. So, okay, can I stand up? Exactly. So, like, one punch can, like, if you hit this girl right, probably like 80% of her health. Now, her kung fu is supposed to be just that good, but, you know, this is DOA 1, so girlfriend got a long way to go in terms of her training. And part of her rivalry is learning from Gin Fu, who's an actual kung fu master. So that's one combo that literally just stripped me like that. I'm glad I actually caught this on stream so people could actually see that, what just happened to me. Wow. So, I gotta figure out which is the block button here. So, my response is I should be able to have a better response once I actually parry the attack. It's almost as if she doesn't have the reach that she has in DOA 2 in this game just yet. Wow. Oof. And then sometimes I wonder if the computer be functioning from like a macro. Like it's already programmed to counter you the moment you press a button. And it's still continuing. Wow. There we go. Okay, so after I get the critical hit, I should be able to know. I should be able to follow up with like a juggle, but I don't know her juggles in DOA 1 because they're different in this one than they are in 2. So I'm thinking DOA 2. Okay. Damn, this is a smart computer. This computer's starting to remind me like it's the last bronze or something. The last bronze was like this. Like every hit was powerful. Okay, like I didn't even move yet. Wow. Okay, this is bad. Okay. Okay, so that's the first hit. Wow, okay. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. So, okay, how many seconds are in this match? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, so he got me in 20 seconds. Okay, there. I forget. I know there's a block button. I gotta find which is the block button. Okay, there we go. Wait, nope, that's not it. That wasn't the block button. Okay, there we go. There we go. Got it. So, does anyone know, is he the only one with multiple hit throws? Or someone else has multiple hip throws. So, does anyone know, is he the only one with multiple hip throws? Okay, I thought that was the block button. Okay. There we go. Wow. Got you. Okay. Ha. Wow, that happened so fast. Okay, so I paused it on purpose so y'all can see what happened. One throw did that much damage, and I had almost full life. I want you guys to tell me what you thought of that. Like, one attack, one throw, and it literally did that much damage. I don't know if they had scaling in this game just yet. Wow. Woo! He parried like everything I did. Yeah, I got this. The computer must be like on a macro. I'm having a feeling that this feels harder than DOA 2. Like, I should be able to sidestep without an issue. Yeah, literally, like, you can actually see what's happening right here. So, normally I would be able to sidestep, but I can't side. What you just saw, I couldn't sidestep. And so the block button works differently in this game. So I think you have to hold back in the parry button or something, because you can't hold it by itself because the character doesn't block. And the first thing they do is throw you, so I'm trying to find a creative way to get out of that. And mind you, this is the normal setting. I left the game at its default setting. So imagine how the game plays if it's on its hardest setting. Like, how does those characters have that much reach from a single backstep? There should be a window, especially since it's a 3D fighting game, and it's supposed to emulate, so these games are supposed to emulate real-life martial arts combat. So nobody leaps from here way over there to grab somebody. That makes no sense. So like that right there made no sense. The battle just started, and before I could move, he literally leapt before the first second. So it's like, how do you have a reaction to either block it or block it before it happens when the match technically didn't even begin? So that's the logic that I'm sharing. Wow. Yeah, like they need a clear, and that block button really doesn't happen until like DOA 2. Like, the block button sucks in this game. Exactly. So, one hit, one throw, first attack. That's over 50% of her health. Got him. Yeah, I forget they make me fight everyone in the game, I think. Okay, who is this person? Ooh. So I'm gonna assume this is the boss. Wow. Okay, this game can get real frustrating. Wow, that match ended in like mere seconds. Wow, okay. I had to pause it just so y'all could see this again, like the great indifference in the handicap. His first hit, first maneuver was a throw, and that's how much. All that red that you see is how much he took from one attack. See, if there was some type of damage scaling, it would be a bit more fair. Finally. Okay, so I guess, first of all, let me say thank you again for joining me with Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life. We just got through the first arcade story mode with DOA 1. And thank you for putting up, watching me struggle throughout this entire process of getting around a very extreme and unfair handicap between my character and the computer. So it seems like the computer has a bigger advantage as you get further on in the game. Certain characters take certain damage just from a single hit alone. So I'm actually happy I streamed this game so people can see that. And maybe that probably is the difference between this game and VF. VF has some crazy damage scaling as well, but there are technical combos in VF that I think that are a little bit different than DOA. And so I feel that they make you have to earn a lot of that in VF. And it's not to say that you don't have to earn that in DOA as well. I just think they have better damage scaling in VF than they do in DOA. They may have fixed that over time. I have to play the game again to kind of like reassess that better. But I've always known this game to be kind of what's the word I'm looking for? When you make a mistake in this game, you made a mistake. And that's in all the games from DOA 1 to where it is now. Like you fuck up and you whiff something, really the player has like great advantage, which is good, you know, because it's skill based. It's a skill based game, which is how they should be anyway. But you could definitely capitalize on somebody's mistakes, and if you know what you're doing, you can really make them pay for it. Like the whole match can be determined and decided from a single mistake. And I think Virtua Fighter can be a little bit more forgiving in that department than DOA. So tell me your thoughts about that. We're going to switch over to the next game. We're going to go into VF Gowcaizer. And we'll be back after a couple of seconds of intermission while we switch this disc. Yep, couple of seconds. We're switching the disc. Gowcaizer is the next game. Okay, so interesting fact, while this game loads, Gowcaizer was, it wasn't created by SNK, it was created by a different group. I can't recall the name at the moment, but I do know that they had the authorization to create this game for the Neo Geo hardware. There was an arcade to this game, I remember fondly. We're going to let the opening sequence play. But a very, very good and interesting fact about this game. If you are into Japanese anime, like big time, the artist of Gowcaizer is the same artist of an anime called Virus Buster Surge. I'm going to repeat that again, Virus Buster Surge. These are retro animes of the 90s. There is an anime to Gowcaizer as well. I have it on Laserdisc and DVD. Okay, there's your My archetype right there. Yeah, I enjoy this game a lot, and the anime. Now, the character that I really like, I believe, is not in this game. She only appears in the anime. Yeah. One of the greatest finds I remember going to a Japanese music store was finding the character song collection to this game. So every character here has their own OST. Well, actually, I said that wrong. They have their own specific character song tailored to them, and it's on the Gowcaizer character song collection. And I got lucky finding it for $7 in a Japanese bookstore, actually. and I just grabbed it up right then and there. I mistaked it for the anime soundtrack because I thought it was the soundtrack to the actual anime of Gowcaizer, but it was the character song collection, which was a specific separate OST. Yeah, what really sucks is that there's no training mode in this game. They kind of just give you the boom, here's the game, here's the opening, and here's the game. So we're gonna get right into it. So yeah, the name of the character, can't think of her name. She only shows up in the anime, and she's able to turn herself into a blue wolf. She's like an anamorph, and when she turns herself back into a human, I love the outfit that she's wearing. It's very reminiscent of another anime called Silent Mobius. The outfit she wears is very reminiscent of one of the female characters from Silent Mobius, if you're familiar with that anime. Okay, I'm gonna go with the character that I know. I think her name is Karen. Yeah, we're gonna go with Karen. Oh yeah. So the police. Okay, great. I'm glad you know about Silent Mobius. So the police outfits that they wear with the secretary pencil skirts and the blazers that they wear. That's the outfit that the character I'm referencing to. Oh, I guess I didn't realize I exited. I must have pressed X by accident. That character wears that in the Gowcaizer anime, and she's able to turn herself into a blue wolf. And sorry, her name escapes my mind. I should actually know this. Okay, there we go. Yes, I love Kia Asamiya works. Oh my God. Okay, you know your stuff. Okay, so on the topic of Kia Asamiya, I will always be a fan of her early work known as Compiler. Not sure if you know what that is, but Compiler was one of her first works. Ooh. Okay, I don't know what happened, but okay. Yeah, we know that, but... Okay. Okay. I think there's a lot of frame issues with this game. A lot of frame issues. Yeah, this is odd.
You won.
Yes. Oh, also, are you talking about the Compiler manga isn't complete in English? Or is it complete in Spanish? Because I didn't know that they made a Spanish manga to it, or adaptation of the manga. However, what I am aware of, and this was another rare soundtrack I came across again in a Japanese bookstore. By the way, that Japanese bookstore name was Book Off back in New York City. Book Off was great for having Japanese anime and video game CDs for like between $7 and $15. And when they had their extreme sales, you can really rack up on some really rare stuff at the time before stuff rose in price now. I got my hands on one of Kiya Asamiya's music CDs. No, it was a drama CD where it was Silent Mobius meets Compiler meets another anime series that she did. I have it in my collection. I would have to go and look at it. Okay. Wow, I can see why too many people don't play this game. It's all over the place. My God. Wow, that so sucks. Man, okay, okay, you know what? That's just like so unfair that the manga's in Spanish and not in English, but you know, I remember Dragon Ball Z being completely and totally uncut in Spanish on the Telemundo channel. And it's funny, I understand a little Spanish. I don't speak it, but I can understand a couple of words here and there. Just so I could get uncut DBZ, I would watch it in Spanish because the English one was heavily edited. Oh yes, speaking of which, it's funny, as I continue to be an otaku and a collector of older stuff, ADV Films and Pioneer and then Ginny on Pioneer. So, in their golden age of DVD collecting, you can now find this stuff at swap meets. Let me at least get through round one, beat this dude here. Okay, I don't know what I did, but I won. So, I just got my hands on like the first print release of Silent Mobius right here. Because I remember in America, Bandai was the official company that released it. And so there's a couple of Japanese anime that I bought as of late. Hold on here. Let me beat him real quick again. Now I can use the loading screen as my talking point. Okay, good, he's dead. Okay, so in San Jose, California, we have a Japanese anime store called Nikkaku. Nikkaku is in Japantown, San Jose. I think I just said that, I'm reiterating. And it's only open about 4 days a week. And they have older anime and original box sets and collections from when ADV Films, Anime Ego, Pioneer, US Manga Corps. A lot of the original stuff was first press release before Right Stuff and before oh god, what's that big anime company right now? Not Crunchyroll, it's another one. They have their own application right now that you can have the app and watch all the re-releases of original anime that was released in the 90s and watch it all over again. They have acquired their licenses. Well, I like to collect the first print releases of anime when they first came to America, or it was first released with the original English and Japanese voice actresses. Back when they had a bit more consideration for the English voice acting that they chose to portray the characters. I think they were a bit more passionate back then. Yes. So yes, Nikaku Anime Mart is still around. They're alive and kicking. The owner name is Tyler. I'm friends with him and his wife. And when I started going to his shop, let me beat this character real quick. Okay. Okay, good, he's dead. So, when I started going to the Nikaku Anime Mart, I went there specifically because I'm a big Laserdisc collector. So, I'm not sure if you can see in the backdrop, but I have like an entire wall full of anime box sets, Laserdiscs. I got into Laserdiscs at a time where I really wanted to collect Sailor Moon's original releases from Japan. And because they were like so expensive on DVD, I said, okay, well, Sailor Moon came out back in like 1992, 93, and it ended in 98 with Sailor Stars, which of course took years for it to come over to America. So then I said, okay, how can I collect a lot of the original retro anime that I really love until I could get into the DVD market a little bit better? And Laserdisc box sets were the thing because they, Laserdiscs were phased out 2001 in Japan, 2002, 2003 in America. And Laserdisc box sets are like the definitive way to watch the uncompromised older anime to this day. So I literally did invest in an HD LD player. I own a Muse player by Pioneer, and it's an HD Laserdisc player from which I got lucky and got online for like $800. Those things run for like $5K now. Like, in working order. They're like the holy grail of Laserdisc watching. Oh yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. So one of my greatest aspirations right now is to get my own house within the next year and a half, so that I can open my home up as a museum by appointment only to the anime and martial arts video gaming community. Okay, Marin, let's get rid of the Power Ranger. Okay, good. Yeah, so that was basically the selling point of Laserdisc, because they were like between $80 and $120 per disc. They had to give you inserts, extras, stickers, booklets. I have some crazy stuff here that I left unopened on purpose for the collector's value. Like I got the if you're into the hentai world, and I'm just putting it out there, when the creator of Hirotsuki Doji came to Silicon Valley Comic-Con, which was known as Wozniak's Comic-Con, he actually signed my sealed copy of the Hirotsuki Doji Laserdisc box set, completely wrapped. I think he was like really surprised, like, how'd you get your hands on this? And I'm like, well, I collect everything, and I'm like, I just want your signature on this box. And he did it, and I actually took a picture and a little video of him signing my box so I could legitimize it to up the ante one day if I ever decide to sell it. You get the video of the signing, you get a picture of the signing in action, and then of course the actual box set with his signature on it. Yeah, back during the 90s, I used to like watching some of the hentai, mainly because they had some really cool soundtracks. When you could get past the sex part stuff, they really had some good fucking soundtracks, let me tell you. And Pink Pineapple, which was known as one of the big dogs in Japanese anime hentai, they have various soundtracks with all the vocal themes, the full versions of that stuff. And man, let me tell you, I happened to like go through Japanese mail order for years, finding that stuff and collecting it before we have the proxy systems that we have now. I'm gonna take it that this game is glitchy, and I'm winning by luck, because I'm not even really paying attention to the matches like that. I'm like spanning like 2 buttons, and I don't remember this game being like that in the arcade, but I'll just take it for what it is. And I don't remember this game being like Yeah. I just take it for what it is. Oh, we also sings bridal. Yes, that's true. The bridal vocal theme. Yep. So I guess you can say my museum is a myriad of Dreamcast, Neo Geo, PlayStation, PS1, 2, 3, Wii, Sega Saturn games with a mix of a huge Japanese anime music and media library. So I collect things that are either long lost, forgotten, and I share them with the community for free. So that's my thing. I get, I share things for free. I make copies for free to kind of preserve this art. And also for the new generation that's not familiar with like the game that I'm playing right now, can get a glimpse of what this stuff is, what we used to play back when PS1 came out in 1994. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm surprised they even released it in this even condition for PlayStation 1. But, it's a collective item. And so just to say that you have it, that there's an actual physical release. Now, why couldn't DOA be like this? Why couldn't DOA treat me like this? Yeah, right. Okay, are they gonna make me fight everybody? What's the deal? Like, how many people I gotta fight in this story mode? Huh? And who's next? Okay. Okay, so I guess I got maybe like 2 or 3 more people left to fight in this game. Yeah, I remember the arcade version not being like this at all. Speaking about this game, did they make a Neo Geo CD version of this game? Would you happen to know that? Really? So, okay, so I'm gonna assume that the vocal character song collection that I have of this game are the songs that are in the Neo Geo version of this game? Wow, okay. That's nice to know. Wow, what just happened? Wow, okay. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I hit something, and then he got pushed back. It happened so fast, I didn't even see what the bitch did. Like, okay. I'm gonna look that up for myself, for Neo Geo CD version of this game, then. Excuse me. Hold up, I need to lubricate for a second. Oh, thank you. Oh, of course. Video game music. Yep. That's one of the sites to go, and they'll tell you everything. That site has been around forever. That site has been around, I believe, since like, if you've collected emulators and ROMs back in like 1996, 7, and 98, then you know there's a famous ROM site that used to be online called Plastic Man. And then Vim's ROM Abyss. And then and I believe that site also is as old as GeoCities. Do the combo. So this is like an auto combo that she's doing on her own. Okay. Oh. What just happened? Okay, and I'm still one. Okay, so what I'll do is, if you leave your info, like email info or something, or your Twitter info, I can make screenshots of the CD that I have, which I believe it's the same thing we're both talking about, and I will, because I own the physical copy of it, and I will give you scans of that so you know what you're looking for. Yeah, I know for a fact we're talking about the same Image Song CDs. Hold on here. Oh, okay. Now I see what you're talking about. Yes, so I just clicked on your link that you sent me. Gowcaizer Hybrid Vocal Collection. Yes, that is the one that I own. I just clicked on your link. So thank you so much. Yes, that is the one that I own. Gotcha. Okay, so now let me put it back into perspective then. So the hybrid vocal collection is different from the Neo Geo game CD that you're talking about, I'm assuming. So that's why you had to rip the songs off physically. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm always offering the content for free, especially if there's something that I have that no one else has. Especially like rare anime music and opening themes. So one of my biggest hobbies that I like to do when I get the chance to go to Japan, and I usually go maybe once every 2 years to Japan, or once a year when I can, I will go to the Book Off or the Mandarake, or even Sabers for that matter, and go to their bargain bin, because the bargain bin have what's called the 2-inch CDs. I'll explain that in a second once I beat him. Okay, good, he's dead. So, as you know, those mini CDs that were released, like, of course, in the 90s and went all the way up to, like, 2006 before they stopped, like, producing them, they're, like, known as 2-inch, 4-inch CDs. They were the promotional CDs that Japanese anime artists like Megumi Hayashibara, Masumi Okui, Kanai Mika, those ladies, they would promote their work of the opening theme, the ending theme, or the opening ending in a karaoke version of the opening ending, or a special remix that only had enough space to fit about 4 tracks, or 4 tracks on a 2-inch CD. And those go for like 99 cents to 50 cents in the bargain bin to this day at like all the Japanese anime music shops and anime shops that have a bargain bin, like Book Off and Hobby Off and Mandarake. They have those bins, and those 2-inch CDs, like, they go for 50 cents to 99 cents in American money. And I love collecting those because sometimes you won't be able to get the song that you're looking for on the anime or video game soundtrack because of the licensing issues between the producer, the singer, and the composer. So they'll have a deal that the song will appear in the anime or the video game, but they won't always appear on the OST. Oh, okay, I'm assuming Awaga. He must be the boss. Okay. He's doing cheap shit.
Kenny, you won.
Yes, 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 yes. And especially artists like Ginky Kids and wasn't it Smap and a couple of other those artists that have the thank you for putting I'm calling it 2-inch, 4-inch CDs, but yes, the 8 centimeter, yes, that's what they are. And I have stacks of them with like the original releases of a lot of anime, and a lot of them come with remixes on those CDs and versions that you would never even get on the official OST that's specific to the artist during the time that they were promoting their work. Okay, why do I get it to be continued? Okay, do I get an ending? Okay, do I get an ending or what? To be continued. Okay, well, okay, okay, here we go. So there's no ending. Is this like this on the Neo Geo game? On the Neo Geo CD, you get no ending? You know, like, replay value of some of these fighting games are a lot better when you have an ending. Okay, so we'll be moving on to the third game in this collection. Again, thank you guys for even tuning in and watching throughout this extravagant experience. My struggle with some of these retro games that I haven't touched in ages. We're moving over to Saber Marionette J, known as Battle Sabers. So this is a 3D fighting game, another 3D fighting game, based upon a shoujo anime called Saber Marionette series. This is specifically focusing on J because the Saber Marionette series is separated seasons by different letters at the end of the name. So there's Saber Marionette J, J to X, J again, and then R, which was like the last in the series. I'll explain more in a moment based upon this game as we go for another commercial break for a couple of seconds while I change into the next disc. Oh, of course. Like the main female character of Gowcaizer, you could tell she's a Mai ripoff, Mai Shiranui. She's such a ripoff of her. And of course, you know, the fan service with her breasts moving a mile a minute, and you can see her nipples through her outfit and everything. I'm starting to think that's like a Japanese fetish of some sort, seeing female nipples through clothing or something. Okay, I'll check that out. Okay, game is switching as we speak. Okay, cool. We're getting into Saber Marionette J. Now, as far as I know, since we're on the Twitch channel, I'm able to allow to play this song. I'll let the opening theme play out without an issue. I know I tried to stream this long time ago on YouTube, and I got shut down talking about licensing issues. So, the opening theme song to this game is called Successful Mission, which is sung by Megumi Hayashibara. And they give us the actual opening from the actual anime itself. This is with some minor modifications made for the video game like this. That's for the game itself. But you know, I even remember when I first visited California for the first time, it was to go to the anime expo in 2007, at the Long Beach Convention Center, and there was this beautiful group of girls. They were all of Asian descent, but it was 3 of them that came together to cosplay as Bloodberry, Cherry, and Lime, which are the 3 main female characters of this game. That's Bloodberry, and that's Lime right there. Oh yeah, I remember going to school listening to this song, and then they made a Para remix to this theme. I'm not sure if it appeared in the Para Paradise video game, but I managed to get my hands on that remix of this song when they was doing Para remixes of anime 90s opening and ending themes. Okay, yeah, Saber Marionette J Battle Sabers. Oh, okay, I guess there's more to this. I thought the opening ended. Okay, there's more. I'm gonna let that play through. Yes, you're right, Christian Hun. It's very similar to the Ballerina Toshinden art style. In fact, I should know who's the artist of this. Unfortunately, I don't know. But what I do know in terms of Easter egg knowledge regarding this game is that there was supposed to be a Saber Marionette Z, which came after R. So in the right timeline, it's J again, J to X, and then R. And then there was a manga that they printed out for Z, and Z was supposed to become an anime, and then it got canceled. It was a canceled project. Okay. Oh, I'm going to press start now. We're going to get into the game now. Gotta love these loading times. Thank you for sharing that information, Chris. So, my character that I've always loved in the Saber Marionette series, in the main timeline of J to X, and J again, is Lux and Bloodberry. Bloodberry and Lux were my favorite. I love Lux. She's on the other side of the team. She's like on the opposing force side that's always like in battle with the Saber Marionettes right here. Love Lux. But this time around, I think I'm going to go with Bloodberry because I don't get a chance to play with her too often. Right? She is. She basically is like a Shermie inspiration, but with blue hair. Okay, I forget what all this is, so I'm just going to go with the first one. Okay, and we'll do the last one. So yeah, this character, which I forget his name, I think he's like one of the first characters representing LGBTQ characters in 90s anime. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot there's replays. There's replays in this game. Okay, doesn't... I forget if she has special moves. Okay. Okay. Okay, and I lost at the first person. Okay, do I get to switch to character? Okay. Okay, so how do I... Okay. I am getting screwed right now, trying to figure out the controller scheme. Okay, no sidestepping exists. Okay, what did Bloodberry just do? Did I do like an air throw or something? Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the special move. How am I passing her? What? Really? You got a cannon drill? That's all I need. You got a cannon drill. Oh, yes. What just happened? Okay. Can I get up? There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, right. They gave her Pullum's drill from EX plus Alpha, right? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, that's what I'm gonna be using to win this game. I'm gonna spam. What is it? Pullum. Yeah, I'm gonna spam that. Okay. Oh, that's all I need. Yes. Yeah, that's everything. That's all she needs. Oh wait, I could combo into it? Oh shit, hold on. Okay. She wasted her super for no reason. Wow, I could do that shit hella late. Let's see the replay. Wow, I could do that shit hella late. Let's see the replay. Oh yes. Speaking about Knights of Ramoon, of Lamoon and 40 Fresh and 40 Fire. So yeah, sorry, I'm just addressing that comment right now. I saw the rest of it. I actually own the entire set. I can actually see it from here. So, I know that Knights of Ramoon was only released in America, but 40 Fresh and 40 Fire are the prequels before the Knights of Ramoon. And then there's another series. I put them all together actually because I have them all. I did like crazy research on that series and got everything on it, specifically on Laserdisc. Now, here's the funny thing too, even in Japanese anime in Japan itself. There's still a lot of anime. There's still a lot of anime in Japan that's on Laserdisc that haven't made the transition over to DVD. Oh, a cross-up. I could cross-up. That's great. Oh shit. Oh shoot. She could like body slam me and shit. Oh. Wow, like ha! I love the cross up of the cannon drill. Of course, this is Japan, Christian, of course. The passion is there in all of what they do. Yes. Yes, so actually that is the right track. There is a and thank you for sharing that, because the soundtrack series for it was called Para Para Max. So Para Para Max, I think, had about 10 CDs, and they did various openings and endings in the Eurobeat and Para Para remix style. Now, there's some OSTs that didn't have full versions, but they just had the TV size mixes, and you would have to go and find those particular artists that did those songs and see if they did a full version Eurobeat or a full version Para Para mix and get it from their OST selection. I'm loving this cross-up. Really? Oh my gosh, she did the Sophia slap. She did the Sophia slap. Oh yes, yes. And then there's also a couple of side mixes that were released in Asia with their Para Para mixes of anime opening, ending, and sometimes insert theme songs as well. I'm surprised they didn't put this character that's dancing in the background in the video game. Wow. Ooh, she has a different dive. Ooh. Look at the reach. The reach. I love video games. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, they do. So just like if you're into Initial D, and a lot of the songs from Initial D are Eurobeat songs from Europe and from the European house and techno scene. But then, of course, a lot of the original songs are from Japan, like Night of Fire and Speedway and Remember Me and Try and those track titles. If you're into that kind of music as well, there is a trying to remember my original train of thought. Oh yeah, there are the original line of CDs for that. For the original Para songs. There are full versions of those songs. They're hard to get, but they can get got. Ooh, I like how she got the my dive. Okay, that took too much life. Oh, and this is my favorite character too. It's Lux. Okay, Lux. I'm gonna have to put it into this. Oh. Wow. Oh. That was cute. Okay. My favorite one. Tecmo Evil. Okay. Are you saying that's your favorite remix song from the OST, or just your favorite anime theme in general? Wow. So I have Tecmo, but I'm trying to see if you're talking about the opening the remix of the song, or just the song in general. Ooh, Lux, you fighting? The computer's getting fresh with me. Are you saying that's your favorite remix song? Okay. All right, Lux. So, okay, so I do like the okay, now that you've given more context, I am a fan of the Tekkaman Blade series, but I'm more of a fan of the Tekkaman Blade 2 series, which it had the series of females. I have the box collection to the series of the females. Which in fact, I have a moment. It's actually in reachable distance. Hold on. Okay, so this is the Tekkaman Blade 2, the complete series to 2 right here. Of course, it's still sealed. You know, the original Tekkaman Blade is, of course, the episodes is extremely long, and I haven't decided I wanted to invest just yet in the in that. Oh, yes, big fan of Tekkaman Blade series, but the first series is a series of the dudes. I do appreciate it. I like it. It's a lot of episodes, and so my knowledge is a bit fractured on the series only because the first series with the dudes connects to the second series with the females. So I'll never really know just yet what's up until I see like all of the first series, which is significantly longer than the series with the females. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna address your comment in 1 second. Yeah, girlfriend right here is tough. She's being funny. Oh wow. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I beat her before I like responded. Yeah. So anything special about the 30th anniversary about the Tekkaman series? Is it like a release on Blu-ray or DVD or something? So normally when it comes to especially 70s and late 70s, 80s and 90s series, collecting my stuff on Laserdisc when I decide to get it on LD, I specifically, if there's a box set, I will get and spend on the box set, the complete series, so I'm not trying to find one disc after another. There's only like 1 or 2 series right now that I'm trying to collect the rest of the LDs. But I get pretty lucky. Hold on here. Sorry. Gonna pause it for a quick second while I get my thoughts out. So I have 3 series right now, real quick, that I'm trying to settle in terms of anime on Laserdisc. One of them is Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. Yes, Tokyo 2040 came out at the end of Laserdisc's life, but they made a special exception. AIC, Studio AIC, that produced the original Bubblegum Crisis series, produced Tokyo 2040 as well. So when cel-shaded anime became the new thing, there's some laser discs in 2001 and 2002 that were created to keep up with the times before DVDs took over. So I want to finish that series. I also want to finish Master of Mosquiton as well on LD. I have the actual Region 2 DVD box set to Master of Mosquiton, but just for collector's purposes, I want the complete LD box of Mosquiton 99 and the rest of the OVA. Wait, we can sidestep in this game? This character is sidestepping me? I gotta stop you. Oh my, okay. Dinking idol, yeah? I got that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep, that was another series that I actually got from Nikkaku recently that was on sale. And you know, they sell by what it's worth now. No more selling older anime at like the original pricing. They're selling based upon what it's worth from the time that it went out to where it is now. Because, oop, there's the ending to Bloodberry. A lot of these older series are very hard to get originally on DVD, let alone Laserdisc. You just have to get it straight from Japan. But I literally like a couple of days ago secured, I dropped my controller. Okay, secured my my set of Tokyo 2040, even though I saw the series in completion long time ago. And I didn't even open it yet, but for $22, as you can see right there, I have the first press release of ADV Films of Tokyo 2040. And in fact, I really wanted to get it because I have everything else. I have like the complete series of like that world dealing with the 80 police, the 80 police files, Parasite Dolls. Because you know, like, there's the 80 police side of the Boomer's infection, and then there's the Night Saber side of the story. And my God, it took me a minute to collect both parts, both sides, because there's the new 80 police of the 1990s version. Then there's the 80 police in the 80s release of it, OVA, which is happening side by side with Bubblegum Crisis Crash and Bubblegum Crisis in the 80s. Tokyo 2040 is more like a retelling of the first couple of episodes within the 80s release of Bubblegum Crisis. So that's where a lot of the confusion happens with the storyline. Yes. And the series ends off with a DVD called Parasite Dolls. So if you really want like the conclusion to the whole Boomers, Night Sabers, 80 Police world, make sure you get your hands on Parasite Dolls. Because that will give you the conclusion to the entire series. Oh yeah, of course, he's the main character and his face is in her boobies. Yes, correct. I'm gonna let the ending play through, of course. This is Bloodberry's ending of Battle Sabers, the Saber Marionette J fighting game. For those of you just tuning in to Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life, thank you so much again. I stream every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I always will present 4 games from my museum. Alright, I'm gonna let these credits play through. Yes, Parasite Dolls was written by Konaka. Okay, so going back a bit with a couple of the comments, I noticed. Let's see, Frederico, you mentioned something about figurines or figures of the Tekka Men. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are figurines already. So here's the thing. Later this month, on the 29th, I'm going to a local anime convention here in the Bay Area to teach a class. They wanted me to do a panel, and my panel is how to be a collector without breaking your wallet. How to be an otaku collector technically without breaking your wallet and losing all of your money. And it's about the world of treasure hunting, whether you are a figurine collector, a music collector, a DVD, Laserdisc, VHS, or manga collector, how to find the items that you love to build up your collection without breaking your wallet, and the methodologies that I use on proxy sites and on Japanese search engines to find what I want. And one of my main rules is to find in Japanese or Chinese, for that matter, whatever your preference is, you have to learn how to search in that language. Excuse me. Sorry. If you're searching in a language for which the item that you know you're looking for never existed in that language, then you're going to have a hard time trying to find it. But when you're like on Amazon Japan or fromjapan.co.jp or White Rabbit or Zen Market or Bai, any of these search engines, then what's most important, let's challenge next level. I think I'm good. This level was good enough, honey. Anyway, you want to make sure that you're searching in kanji or in hiragana and katakana for what you're looking for so that you can find it. Because if you're searching for the language that the item exists in, you will find it on a wide range of platforms, used, new, or in pristine condition. And that's usually one of my methods on how I find items that are extremely out of print or hard to find. Especially for you figurine collectors that like to collect Gundam models, Macross models, and toys and collectibles and even phone cards. Phone cards was a thing back in the 90s in Japan, and collecting phone cards is a thing. It is, yeah. Before I continue, I'm about to change over to the final game of the night. This is X, the TV anime video game, the fighting game. X was created by the studio known as Clamp. More about that in a moment as I change out this disc. Going in for another couple seconds commercial break. Again, thank you for joining in for Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life. We're going into the last game of this session for this Tuesday. We're going to put in X, the TV animation fighting game created by Studio Clamp. Clamp is best known for this series, Holic, and also Tsubasa Chronicles, along with Cardcaptor Sakura, Clamp School, Angelic Layer, and a bunch of other series that I know that I can't think of the top of my head, but these are just a couple of things that are coming to the tip of my tongue right now. If you are a fan of Clamp, chances are you was a fan of Cardcaptor Sakura. Well, one of my favorite series by Clamp, specifically that never gets enough love, is Shamanic Princess. Oh my God. Clamp. And they're known for their great music as well. And thank you for joining in for Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life. We're going into the last game of this session for this Tuesday. We're going to put in X, the TV animation fighting game created by... Okay, we're going to let this opening play. Yes. Correct. So I remember watching Tsubasa Chronicles, maybe about 12, 13 years ago. That was where Clamp included all the properties of their characters, supposedly, from everything that they created was supposed to appear in this one series, as very similar to Inuyasha collecting all the shards that get cracked and broken, and it's an entire series about collecting the crystal shards. And Tsubasa Chronicles is about collecting all the feathers. It's a common theme in Japanese anime, but it's nothing new. And I watched it long enough to try to see if one of my girls, Lena, or Tiara, or even Kagetsu, would show up from Shamanic Princess in Tsubasa Chronicles. I watched as far as I could, and from my remembrance, none of those characters even showed up in Tsubasa Chronicles. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if you saw the series and you saw all the way to the end, because I know at some point it connects into Holiek. So yeah, it started getting mad confusing, and I kind of got frustrated, and I put the shit down. So yes, he did have a role in it. Oh my god, I highly recommend Shamanic Princess, please. Like, one of my greatest accomplishments was getting it on Laserdisc. I have it on, of course, on DVD as well, but Laserdisc is like, oh my god, it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to get into the game now once this loading screen decides to dissipate. So a little bit about this game. I bought it, of course, for the collection. And this would be, honestly, my second time playing it. When I bought it, I put it in my PS1 to test it out. At the time, I was a little frustrated with it because it played a little bit too much like Psychic Force, which you can see. So I'm going to do my best to get to the end of this game and get through the story. Or the arcade battle mode, at least. Introduction. Okay, let's get to the battle mode. Yes, there is still a market for Laserdisc. In fact, after I select my character, I'll explain more in 1 second. Okay, so the character that I really love the most in the X series, I can't remember her name, but I will describe her. She was like a witch, and she ended up dying in the anime. She got ran over by a subway train. If you remember who her name is, please put her name in the comments. That was my girl, and when she got ran over by like Amtrak, I was tight. But she could fight. She was my favorite, and I don't think she's in this game at all. So, okay, I'm gonna go with you, girlfriend, right there. I like that green blazer you rocking. Okay, normal. Oh, okay, there's a prequel manga? Okay. So, yes, and the artwork to X is also very reminiscent to Esclaflowne. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Esclaflowne was also a Clamp work too. So yeah, addressing the Laserdisc question. Yes, there is a market for Laserdisc. It's just to really Okay, she's doing... Okay, why is she fighting better than the women in Psychic Force? Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm winning. So, if you're interested in becoming a Laserdisc collector, then, good, I wanted to pause this so I could get the thought out because it's really important. I'll say it real fast. Then my highest suggestion is to go hard or don't go hard at all. Or don't go in at all at it. because laser discs, when they get old, tend to have some type of degradation. Depends on how well you keep them, because I keep my stuff in sleeves, so all my laser discs work great. But if you're going to do it, remember it's uncompromised analog format with THX and surround sound. So you always will have the greatest sound in Laserdisc. The best player to get is the Pioneer HDLX or HDL0. Those are the HDLD players created by Pioneer. And it's also known as a Muse player, M-U-S-E, Muse player. High definition laserdisc player. Once I beat him, I'll explain some more. Okay, there's my block button. Okay, so, and I say this to say because for some reason, the high definition HD LD players can read through laserdisc rot, can read through scratches, can read through anything. And even though I keep my laserdiscs very, very, very immaculately maintained, accidents do happen from time to time. And in a high definition laserdisc player have a different laser that can read through issues with a disc to prolong its longevity, so you don't have to try to rebuy a disc that you had that may have gone bad over time. Okay. Buying the HD LD player by Pioneer was one of the best investments I ever did that I got from the Japanese online auction market. Okay, where am I here? I think I won that match. Okay, I did.
Ready, go.
It's nice to know this game is a lot more forgiving than Psychic Force because because I was not able to fight like this in Psychic Force, the actual game. Yeah, no problem. If you ever have any questions on Laserdisc collecting, I've been doing it for a really, really, really long time. My library has well over... I gotta look at it right now. I know I have... Hold on. Let me pause this for a second. So I can think.
Ready, go.
Cool. Thank you for your patience while I answer people's questions. So I have well over 200 titles on Laserdisc. Over 200 titles on Laserdiscs. The majority of them are on box sets because I like to get the whole series or not at all. But when they're smaller OVAs that are like 3 and 4 episodes, mostly OVAs are 3, 4, and 6 episodes, and at max 12, depending on the title, the licensing, and the funding of the company, and the endorsements of what went into the project. And I put OVAs, Laserdiscs sleeves together, and I keep the box sets together. So all my shoujo and female-orientated protagonist stuff go on one section. All of my heavy robot, male protagonist, shonen stuff go on another side. Laserdiscs usually can hold up to 4 episodes with 2 episodes on each side. Sailor Moon was like that. That's what really got me started. Sailor Moon has 5 Laserdisc box sets for each series, going all the way up to Stars. 3 separate discs for the movies, and then 5 memorial discs that were never released on DVD or Blu-ray to this very day. So that's why LDs, there's a market for it, for a lot of the rarities that exist. Because sometimes you'll get interviews, music videos, and special stuff that will never see the light of day. So, speaking about that, have you ever heard of something called, it's called VD, known as video disc? Those are smaller versions of laser discs, but they play in the same machine. They play in the same machine as a laser disc player, but they're called video discs. And a lot of those, just like the 8-inch music CDs that promote artists' music, those promote artists' music videos. So there's a lot of rare stuff that appear on older technologies that never make it over from those formats to DVDs, Blu-rays, or even make it to YouTube for that matter. So having physical versions of that stuff really ups the ante to your library. Cool. All right. But yeah, if you ever have any questions regarding music, memorabilia, media formats and such, even rare console systems, like the one I'm running right now, I'm playing this game on a PS3 test, which is the developer's model PlayStation 3. Feel free to send me any kind of messages through Twitter or to my email. I'll make sure I put my information. Oh shoot. Okay, I think this is my first loss. Okay, got him. So yeah, I'll make sure that by the end of this stream, I'll put some more of my personal info down there, my email, Twitter, if you're not following me on Twitter, Instagram. So if you have any questions regarding any of the topics that we were talking about here during the stream, I can send links and info and resources, especially to find a lot of these items. All right, and there's our ending. Okay, I'm going to let the credits for this game also pass through. That was the typical arcade playthrough of X, the TV animation fighting game. It plays very similar to Psychic Force, and technically exactly like Psychic Force, but with the powers that are specific to the X anime TV series. Okay, so I'm going to put my info into the chat bar. If anyone is ever looking to send me an email, have any questions about anything, please reach out. I check my email daily. I check my Twitter messages very frequently throughout the day. Please feel free to subscribe if you can to the Full Song Elizabeth Cookye show. Well, I'm sorry, I'm losing. This is what happens when you're busy. I'm without words right now. My YouTube channel. There we go. I'm typing, playing a game, and processing my information all at the same time. So first, let's start off with this. Here's my Twitter information. And then here is my email. And then here's my YouTube information. So this stream will remain on the Strike First Twitch channel for a total of 15 to 20 days. After that, normally Twitch will take down the videos, and what I do is I archive my work, and shortly after I will upload the past previous Twitch streams like today onto my YouTube channel under a specific folder made for the Strike First Gaming channel. So if you want to see the re-upload of past streams, those re-uploads will be on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, you can continue to come back to this page to watch the restream here. If you have any other questions or engaging thoughts, please feel free to refer those thoughts or questions to the YouTube channel page where the restream will be uploaded there. Or you can also send me an email or Twitter message, because I check that stuff frequently and I respond quite promptly. Okay, so this has been awesome. Thank you for tuning in to Cookie Tuesday's Retro Gaming Life. I will announce the next set of 4 games this coming Friday or Saturday, of course, on Facebook and on Twitter. I'm starting to get a little bit better with how I do my little marketing for not only the games that I represent, but also for Strike First Gaming. Thank you so much for allowing me to use this channel and this outlet to also raise our team work for what we do as an esports team. Keep in mind that we all do different things, and so the retro games is something that I do specifically only on Tuesdays from 7 p.m. Up until approximately 10 p.m. All right. It has been a pleasure to go and display these particular 4 games for this Tuesday. And I will see you again on next Tuesday. Thank you for joining in. See you next time. And have a pleasant evening.